is the golden hour in Las Vegas, Nevada. It is a picture-perfect Monday night, and what a run we have had already. Welcome to the Geico Players Era on TNT and True TV. This is the third game of 4 here at Michelob Ultra Arena. The Auburn Tigers out of the SEC, a Final Four team from a year ago against the Big Ten's Oregon Ducks. And with that, we welcome you, Brian Anderson, along with the Hall of Famer Grant Hill. We'll hear from Lauren Jabara in just a moment. And Grant, we've had 2 great games and now some elite programs in Auburn and Oregon matchup. Who's on your Star Watch tonight?
Well, we have 2 great stars in this game, and none better and brighter than Keyshawn Hall, the transfer from Texas Tech, can score, rebound, elite level, gives rookie head coach Stephen Pearl a wonderful option in scoring. And on the other side, Oregon Ducks, Nate Biddle, a versatile big man, defends, great post-up, shoots threes. And, you know, he's been to the Players Era before, B.A.
Oregon won the Players Era last year in its inaugural season, and we are off and running in a big way. The fountain show at Bellagio is epic. So is the basketball. The Geico Players Era on True TV is coming up next. One of the great attractions here in Las Vegas. Oh, he's looking at us. The Sphere. Such a cool venue. Great to be back in Vegas. The second version of the Geico Players Era on TNT and True TV. It was an 8-team tournament last year, 18 men's teams here this year. The third member of our team, Lauren Jabara, standing by. Hi, Lauren.
Hey, VA. So excited to be here. This one's going to be a fun one. Now, Stephen Pearl at the helm of this Auburn Tigers basketball team for the first season, 4-1 record to get things started. We had a really great conversation yesterday, guys. I asked him coaching-wise how his dad and him are similar. He told me we see the game very, very similarly, but the big difference is how we make decisions. Steve told me, I'm analytics-based. If your offensive rating's low, high turnover percentage, bad shooting numbers, I'm not taking you. You're not going to impact winning. And he said his dad on the other side is the total opposite. He'll just watch a guy and go with his gut, be like, yeah, he has it. And the other big difference, guys, he joked that he's not on Twitter as much as his dad is. He says his dad, Bruce Pearl, uses Twitter a lot more than he does.
All right, Lauren, thank you. See the format of the Players Era. It's 9 games a day for 3 straight days. By the time we get to Wednesday, based on record and then the tiebreaker scenarios, starting with margin of victory, then to total points scored, we'll end up with a 3rd place winner, 2nd place obviously, and a championship game. Here are the starting lineups for the Auburn Tigers and new head coach Stephen Pearl, still a Pearl at the helm with Tahad Pettiford. It was a star as a freshman last year. Kevin Overton, Elijah Freeman, Keyshawn Hall is back. That's great news for Auburn. Keyshawn Murphy mans the middle. And then for Oregon, they've started 4-0 this year. Just beat their rival Oregon State. Jackson Shelstad, Takai Simpkins, Kwame Evans, Devon Pryor, and Nate Biddle. One last timeout, and then we get you ready for the tip. Auburn, 3-man officiating crew, Paul Sells, Byron Jarrett, Justin Shamlin. 3 officials, and away we go. Oregon controlling the opening tip.
Both teams, their calling card, defense, elite defense, and of course Auburn can switch. Obviously the pick and roll action with Shelstad and Biddle, they have to defend well.
Kwame Evans gets to the basket, and the game's first field goal. With the left hand from Evans.
A former McDonald's All-American, oozing with skill and talent, shown on display. That matchup with him and Hall will be fun to watch.
Keyshawn Murphy misses the 3. Strong rebound under there by Keyshawn Hall. The 2 Keyshawns. And Grant, for Auburn to get Keyshawn Hall back, had a foot injury against Houston. That was a loss for Auburn in a close-fought game. Did not play in their last game against Jackson State. Key piece, as you mentioned in the open.
Oh, man, fantastic. 23 points a game. Can rebound at an elite level, and just a weapon that Stephen Pearl is taking full advantage of.
This is Freeman. Now Murphy, a little push shot, no good. And the rebound cleared by Kwame Evans. Lauren Jabbar, about the injury of Keyshawn Hall. What kind of minutes are we expecting tonight?
Yes, I talked to him yesterday and was talking with a bunch of their guys and saying, hey, do you think he's going to play? And when I talked to him, he said, look, I feel way better. It's feeling stronger. I can move on it, got motion. He said it feels like it's almost back to 100% and looked great in practice yesterday. Was cutting, said he didn't feel any discomfort, which is great news.
It'll be very interesting, Lauren, to see if he's going to be able to roll through 3 consecutive days of games. Keyshawn Hall, 93 points through his first 4 games this year. He played here in Vegas at UNLV. Out of Cleveland, Ohio, he's had a few treks. UNLV, George Mason, UCF, Pettiford. He's a lefty, got to a strong hand with a reverse.
He's smart right there. Pettiford attacking Biddle in that drop coverage defensively. And Pettiford, who has struggled shooting the ball here early, but we know he is more than capable.
Biddle inside is fouled. Keyshawn Murphy's going to put Nate Biddle to the line. Grant, this Oregon team is led by a terrific point guard and a terrific center, and a great point guard center combination in Jackson Shellstad and Nate Biddle.
Yeah, and maybe one of the best here at this Players Era Festival. Maybe one of the best in all of college basketball. These two have come back here, and the chemistry the two of them have and the way they can play together. And you see Biddle, not just a post-up guy, a rim protector, but can step out, knock down threes, a great versatile big. And certainly they're going to lean on him heavily this season up there with Oregon.
Normally a very good free throw shooter at about 80%. He's 1 out of 2 in his first trip to the line. Just getting started here in the 3rd game of 4.
And Oregon going into a zone right now. Interesting, they haven't run a lot of zone.
Pettiford rises up and cashes one in. You said it, Grant. He's a guy that has not been shooting well to start the year. It's been a down start for him. Off to a good start today with a couple of field goals, and he forced a turnover here.
Well, that was a decisive move there by Pettiford. Attack mode. Earlier, he attacked the coverage in that pick and roll, settles for that mid-range. And look, last season, he was the X factor off the bench. You think of the talent that Auburn team had, but this year, much more expected of him. Slow start. I expect big things from Pettiford this season.
Well, he is one of the featured performers now for the Auburn Tigers. He'll take another one. Tough shot that time. Evans clears the rebound. Oregon wants to push. Shellstad, a very capable point guard. And a bad pass. Another duck turnover. Overton leaves it for Pettiford, who misses a bunny. Back come the Ducks. Jackson Shellstad at the point. Biddle, he can shoot it out there. Biddle sets up Evans, and Biddle with an offensive rebound, and it is denied. That was Elijah Freeman with the block. And Auburn on the defensive end has arrived here at Players Era.
Well, the speed and athleticism from Auburn, multiple guys, length. Freeman, what a find for Stephen Pearl. Not just the versatility on offense, but the rim protection there against the 7-footer.
Biddle is out. Ege Demir from Nigeria, big man in the middle, 16 in white. Philip Jovic enters the game for the first time for Auburn. Pettiford didn't get the bounce. Kai Simpkins to Shellstad now get it organized.
It's been surprising for Oregon this year, the way they've struggled in their half-court offense. Obviously, they've thrived in getting up and down, playing with a fast pace. But out of sorts this season in the half-court, and out of sorts to start this game.
No three-pointers yet. Both teams 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Overton, little pull-up, swatted away. Second chance here for Auburn. Overton fires again. The lefty missed again. Run down again. Another offensive rebound. This time Jovic. Pettiford turns a corner. Keyshawn Hall, he's been a big-time scorer wherever he's been. Little hesitation, and he is fouled on his way in. That'll take us to our first timeout. Sluggish start. Excellent defense to start. Multiple turnovers. Basket's having a hard time finding a hooper. Let's take you back last year, the initial Players Era Festival. Oregon winning the title on that putback. That was a game winner by Nate Biddle, the big 7-footer. Delivered the dunk to beat Alabama 83-81. It was quite the upset. And Oregon ends up winning the inaugural Players Era, and they can come back as many times as they want now. That was an 8-team tournament last year. It has expanded to 18 this season.
And that was a great game last year, great finish, and a great call.
Oh, thanks, Grant.
Yeah.
You remember.
I see it all and hear it.
Keyshawn Hall converts the free throw. Biddle looking for an entry pass. Jovic up the ladder. Fourth Oregon turnover. Hall drives. Hall misses. And Lindsey and Jovic in a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to Auburn. Jovic is active early. Oregon having a tough time protecting the ball right now, Grant. They're 4 turnover already.
Well, they're trying to, the last play, trying to get it inside the Biddle. Poor entry pass. I think Shelstad's got to get involved for Oregon. Too good, too talented.
Jovic probing. Jovic able to lay it in. Been a nice ad. He's a freshman from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Played for KK Mega in Serbia. That's their top tier league over there. Same team that produced Nikola Jokic.
Ooh.
Be a foul on the perimeter. Sebastian Williams-Adams. He and Jovic are the two outstanding freshmen for Auburn. Desrick Lindsey will put it in. And now Evans working on the freshman. Shelstad. Evans has the only made basket. Oregon having a tough time getting open. There's an open three, and reining it in is Takai Simpkins.
Yeah, right there. Over help by Pettifer, leaving Simpkins. He floated to the side there and bailed out Oregon. Not a great offensive possession for the Ducks.
Keyshawn Hall peeled back. Oh, a strong drive by Overton. Overton off the window. Transfer from Texas Tech.
It's a luxury Stephen Pearl has. Multiple guys who can go get a bucket. Irv Overton right there. Beautiful move.
Stephen Pearl taking over for his dad, Bruce. Bruce is with us here at the Players Era. He's a broadcaster now. Member of the media, as we like to say.
I mean, I had the good fortune of calling Bruce Pearl's run last year in his last game in the Final Four. Made it to the semifinals. Son Stephen Pearl was on the bench as the associate head coach. Now he's a colleague. Who would have thought?
2 Final Fours. The Pearls have been a part of the renaissance of this Auburn program. Stephen Pearl, after a year in the medical sales industry, remember he played for his dad at Tennessee, became the director of basketball ops, then an assistant, upgraded to associate head coach, and now at age 38 takes over in his first season at Auburn. And across the floor is a veteran, one of the great names in college basketball, and Dana Altman, 16th year at Oregon, his 37th season as a Division I head coach. He was in his mid-20s when he got his first chance. Hall drives it, hangs, cannot score. Hard fall for Hall.
Great wall up there by Biddle, not fouling on that contest.
Wei Lin on the floor. Lin needed that one. Lin is the first former professional player from China to play college basketball. Had been 1 for 18 to start the year from the field.
Wow, that's 5%. Oof, he looked confident on that move right there. Those numbers are going up.
It is an international game.
That it is.
And Lin's going to be called for the foul, crashing against Overton.
Right here, Lin, just decisive move, gets downhill, beautiful shot fake, little floater. And you're saying the first Chinese professional in college sports. So pros can come back and play now? Is that the rule?
Sort of. International pros for sure.
Okay, I have
some of the, not the G League players that are established G League players with organizations. But you're out of eligibility, I think.
That
unless you're counting COVID as maybe a bonus year.
I mean, you know, I think I might have a 5th year. I just want per diem and
that's right. And
treatment.
Shelstad gets called for the foul, reaching in. He goes from the Monkey Kings, Nanjing Monkey Kings, Linwei to the Ducks. From China, he was actually drafted in the international part of the G League draft and decided against that, decided he wanted to go play college ball and some NIL opportunities. And the game, which has been global for many years at the NBA level, at the professional level, is certainly expanding into those realms at the collegiate level.
And I love that. You see these coaches now, because of the rules, because of NIL, going out, signing guys from overseas, bringing a certain skill set, mentality, and it's just makes the college game that much better, that much stronger.
Oregon off to a 4-0 start. They just beat their rival Oregon State in their last matchup. That was on Monday. They had a week off. And here's Lynn, assertive. In and out it goes. Into the hands of Pettiford. Pettiford spins, pull up, cash.
Nice move. That's going to be there all night. Biddle stays in that drop coverage, so Pettiford, screen and roll action, is going to get those mid-range jump shots anytime he wants.
Lynn, back to Shelstad. A post-up opportunity down below if they want it. Sean Stewart on the floor for the first time. And here is Shelstad, and tough shot, little fadeaway by the Oregon point guard.
Yeah, and he had a matchup he wanted there. Simon Walker just cleared everybody out, took his time, and Shelstad getting involved now.
There goes Hall. So far so good on the injured foot. Up and over Biddle. No, Jovic offensive rebound. Walker first minutes on the floor, passes it up. Now Pettiford, he'll fire that three. Pettiford no good. Another offensive board. A tip by Sebastian Williams-Adams to Jovic.
And I've been impressed with Williams-Adams, freshman. 6 second chance points for Auburn, but great feel from the freshman and great tip to his teammate.
There's Biddle with the offensive board, lays it in with a left hand.
And he is super skilled. And his height at 7 feet, long arms, loves to do work there on the offensive glass.
Biddle in his 5th year in the program. His junior year, he only played 5 games, got the red shirt. Oregon native, just like Shelstad. Walker wide open for 3, short.
And Oregon showed a little zone right there. Walker wide open, couldn't convert.
Got a foul on the other end that'll lead us to a break. How about this from the freshman Sebastian Williams-Adams to Jovic. The 2 freshmen delivering with a second chance point. Coverage of the Players Era is presented by Sam's Club. Join Sam's Club today. Celebrate the season of yes and say yes to everything you need and want for the holidays. Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders. Tough loss yesterday to the Browns. What a weekend of sports it has been. You had F1 race on Saturday and all that led up to that. And now the Players Era is here. 18 teams on the men's side, 4 on the women's. What a great week this is. Thanksgiving week of 2025. Oregon ball as we resume play. Auburn by a point and quickly erased. Now Oregon in front as Simpkins drills a 3-ball.
And Kwame Evans right there, just his dribble penetration. The defense collapsed, found Simpkins. Nice set out of that timeout for Dana Altman. And once again, like a matchup zone here to try to slow down this Tigers attack. Oh, I like this kid. He can flat out play. Williams-Adams. Excuse me. Great feel.
There's Stewart now. Oh, Sean Stewart! Wow!
Wow.
What a rim run by Sean Stewart. Emphatic dunk with a foul. Oh,
look at this. He did that on 2 guys with 2 hands. Fly young man. Sean Stewart, confrontation above the rim. Wow.
looks like what he used to do to you, Grant, back in Orlando in those pickup games.
Well, yes, with Sean Stewart. His dad played in the NBA, Michael Stewart. Neighbor of ours, Yogi, played in the league. Known Sean for almost his entire life. He didn't dunk on me, but he did have his way against an older man.
Rumor is his dad just asked him not to.
Yeah, they could be true.
For your spirit's
You
sake.
have to respect your elders, you know.
Sean and his brother on this Oregon team. Miles, after 4 years at Howard, is a walk-on at Oregon. Here goes Kwame Evans. Evans, nice little turnaround. Evans and Stewart, the connection from Montverde. And these two possessions coming up with big buckets.
And the versatility of the bigs for Dana Altman. You go small here, and these two are certainly more than capable of producing.
Here's Murphy for three.
Wow.
Reins it in. Keyshawn Murphy. Big man with some shooter's touch.
That's his second made three this season, but shot that with confidence.
Murphy had only attempted 4 three-pointers in the first 5 games of the year. He's hoisted a couple already tonight. Oregon was on a 9-2 run before that three. Good ball movement here. Simpkins again. First miss. And it's Stewart with a rebound. Stewart fouled on his way in. Aggressive move to the basket for Sean Stewart, making his presence felt here.
And that's Sean Stewart's.
Grant, check it out. We got video. What we got? Got him. Listen to Yogi in the background.
That's his dad, yes. That was right before COVID. So in fairness to Sean, he might have been like in 8th grade.
Yeah, right. Which is the last time Grant played him one-on-one.
That's the last time I played. I had no business being out there.
Now he's 6'9", and you just waved that off.
Yeah,
play horse. Play some horse.
Hey, we got it on film. We showed it on national TV, so that's where it stands.
Talked to Sean before the game. I said, you know, we got some interesting footage of you and Grant. He goes, I know. Go ahead. Give Grant his day again.
Hey, old age and treachery always defeats youth and inexperience.
Hey, he learned a lot from you, though.
Right now, the zone is working. Right now, it's slowing down the dribble penetration that Auburn successfully had to start the game.
Look at Stewart, deflection. Knocked it out of bounds. Going to stay in the possession of Auburn with 11 to shoot here. Jovic thought about it, passes it up. Magwood on the floor, finds Hall. Good three-pointer is true from Keyshawn Hall.
And he can play. Great size, length, can drive, get to the rim. Of course, showing off his range as well. It's interesting. Dana Altman opted to go with somebody small on him. I think Simpkins was guarding him on that last possession. Made him pay.
Through the hands of Stewart, a turnover. Oregon has 5 giveaways in this first half. Hall going to work. He's got all kind of sauce.
He's over there dancing.
He's a very entertaining player to watch. Lindsey trying to check him here. The switch over to Evans. Evans disrupted him. Hall gets his own and is fouled on his way to the basket.
Yeah, mistake there by Evans. You know, you contested Hall, forced him into a tough shot, but instead of blocking him out, kind of flew by. Hall made him play. Right here, just a little pin down. Evans catch and shoot. No indecision whatsoever. Just some people just have a knack for scoring. Reminds me of Carmelo Anthony a bit. Just has that ability. And
Nice.
our super producer Tom Heights, his all-time favorite player in college at Syracuse.
Syracuse across the way over there.
Across the way. Carmelo's in the building.
Send it over to Lauren Jabbar. Do you have any Carmelo Anthony nuggets, Lauren?
No Carmelo Anthony nuggets for you, but I did ask Keyshawn Hall why Auburn. He said it was simple. It felt like family there. He told me the staff was really upfront what he needed to get better at defending, using his 6'7" frame, learning how to be the kind of big guard Auburn is sent to the NBA. He said that really drew me in, and they had big guards make it to the league. That's my position. Coach Pearl told me he can help me get there, and I saw a big role open up. I want to take advantage of it.
Good stuff, Lauren. Thanks. And a strong 11 minutes by Keyshawn Hall coming back from the foot injury. And a whistle on the other end as Biddle got control of it. Jovic picks up the foul. That's number 2 on the freshman, Jovic. And Biddle will go to the line. 1-1. Oregon's in the bonus here. Biddle, a little quiet thus far. Points coming at the free throw line. Knocks down the first. Grant, a reminder, Getting into home stretch here of college football. Every week, stakes rise higher. Don't miss Big 12 football Saturdays, TNT, True TV, and HBO Max. 2 for 2 for Nate Biddle. And Auburn leads it by a point with the ball. Williams-Adams going to push it. Adams, a little Euro step, and it's going the other way. A clear out.
Yeah, it looked like Jovic there tried to set a screen. Williams-Adams on the break. See Jovic right here just getting in the way of Biddle. A little too much movement. Right idea, wrong execution.
Jovic saying, that's all good in the Euro League.
You
no
can do
problem.
that over, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, move people.
Yes, you can.
Third foul on Jovic, and he will sit. Oregon down a point. Shellstad at the controls. Talented point guard, just a junior. And a giveaway. Freeman on the run. Freeman, hesitation. Hannaford was up there for the follow, couldn't finish it off. Now Oregon has numbers. Evans, nothing there. Wisely pulls it back. Oregon will get into their set. Auburn's got 7 offensive rebounds, and yet Oregon only down a point here. Two-man game. Biddle and Shellstad. Three-pointer, no good, short. Williams-Adams with a rebound. He can push. And Overton. Picked up by Shellstad. Overton waiting on his big man. Knocked out of his hands by Shellstad. Shellstad and given right back. Williams-Adams with a steal. Sloppy play here. Oregon has really struggled in the turnover category. That is their 7th. Williams-Adams, powerful move, and free throws coming for the freshman Sebastian Williams-Adams. He'll shoot when we come back. Auburn.
Doyle here in our Atlanta studios. What a game between Houston and Syracuse, down to the wire. Joe Tugler comes over weak side with the massive block for Houston. Keeps this game going, and then all Emmanuel Sharp in overtime. Some big shots. He finished with 26 points. BA, Syracuse missed 17 free throws, shot 41% from the free throw line. Tough to pull off an upset when you do that.
Ooh, especially against a team like Houston. Thanks, Tim. Is there anybody more well-suited for a college basketball tournament in Las Vegas than Tim Doyle? I mean, goodness.
Yeah.
He and Lefko are in heaven right now, even though we've got Timmy in Atlanta. Dialing us in on our True TV studios. Houston went 0-2 last year in the Players era as Williams-Adams hits the first free throw, and yet they end up in the Final Four and in the championship game against Florida.
Well, the great thing about this tournament, you get tournament-style games, but you get to find out about your team.
You don't get eliminated.
Well, yeah, you don't.
The season doesn't end here.
It doesn't end, but the quality of the opponents. And last year there was some heartbreaking losses for Houston, losing to Alabama and Rutgers, who we were on the call for both of those games. But you kind of figure out where we are, what we need to work on, and go back home and improve upon that. Houston did that last season and almost came very close to winning a championship.
So far, the winners: Tennessee, Houston, Baylor, Iowa State, and Kansas.
Pretty good teams.
9 games on the schedule. Elite teams across the board. I think 17 of the 18 all top 100. You got 10 top 25 teams here this week. On the drive goes Phillips, and Phillips, he travels.
There's a nice drive there by Phillips, and he did the right thing, the right idea by shot faking. You know the shot blocker was coming, just dragged that pivot foot a little bit. Tried to gather himself. Another Oregon turnover here.
And Auburn gives it right back. Kick it to the corner. Shellstad, three-pointer, no good. Biddle with the rebound. Biddle misses. Biddle gets another hand on it. And he misses again. It's another Evans offensive rebound. Evans is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Kwame Evans, a beast on the offensive glass.
Both Evans and Biddle looking like Moses Malone, the late Moses Malone, just tapping it around. miss, go get it again. Activity, not quitting at all on the play. Eventually you're rewarded for the effort, and the effort ends in a foul on Auburn.
Well, Lauren, point of emphasis for Oregon rebounding, and they're having a strong start to this one.
They are having a strong start to this one. I sat down with Dana Altman yesterday, chatted for about 5 to 10 minutes about it. I said, what is one or two of the biggest keys? He said, we have to rebound. Auburn is a monster rebounding team, especially offensively, getting those second chance points. There can't be a deficit. We have to win that battle.
Well, they got another offensive rebound. That totaled 4 on that end of the floor. Cashed in just 1 point. Thank you, Lauren.
Oh.
And Pettiford, a little sauce, gets to the basket. He's pumped.
A little Jersey City action right there. Hezzy freezing Biddle.
Pettiford's got 9 on 4 of 9 shooting. Shelstad, this time from Biddle, roll reversal. Evans reverses the court. Des Lindsey going one-on-one. Lindsey, no, that's an offensive foul. Auburn ball. Another Oregon turnover. It is their 9th.
And Biddle right there. Little hezzy by Pettiford, where he froze him. A beautiful move. And then right here, isolation. Not what Dana Altman wanted there. A little hook with that off arm, a la Smitty.
Steve Smith taking some shrapnel today.
Oh, he's getting
catching strays, Smitty.
Oh, some strays.
5.5 to go first half. Pettiford probing. Shoots over the 7-footer. No, and there's Evans with a rebound. Evans is a monster on the boards right now. Up ahead, Biddle, and Pettiford will be called for the foul. The official, Justin Chamion, immediately said, let's go look at that. So official timeout. And, you know, there was a shot across the jaw by Biddle. That might be what they want to look at to see if this... The foul was called on Pettiford, though.
Was Pettiford holding him maybe before the pass was in the air? I don't know, but definitely Biddle extended that left arm there.
You go to the monitor, see if something upgrades to a flagrant 1.
See, I mean, I didn't see a foul from Pettiford on that review angle there.
Yeah, it looked like Biddle was the one who had his hand across the face of Pettiford. Crew chief Paul Sells taking a look at the video. If it is to be upgraded, flagrant 1 for excessive unnecessary contact, but not intentional. 2 free throws in the ball. Flagrant 2, that's not in this realm, but the flagrant 2 would be an ejection. So now I'll see 3 officials come together and we'll see how they adjudicate this. Aaron Jarrett, Justin Chamion joining Paul Sells.
I'm going to say it's just a real common foul. The question is, will they reverse the call on Pettiford? I don't see a flagrant 1. Well, let's find out. Good angle right here, BA.
Another good look at it. Okay, so common foul. I don't know if you were able to hear that, but common foul on the floor. Did not elevate to the level of a flagrant, so Biddle will go to the line.
So what am I today? 3 out of 4?
3 out of 4. Or 4 of 4 if you want to challenge somebody to go to the tape.
I used to officiate back in the day.
This will be 2 shots here, by the way. I beg your pardon. 10th foul on Auburn. And Biddle knocks them both down. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 5 of his 7 points. Auburn by 2 with the ball. Approaching the 5-minute mark. Keyshawn Hall coming back from the foot injury. Little shake and bake. Comes up short on the 3. Gets his own. Another offensive rebound for Auburn.
And the second time, Evans not able to secure the rebound after good defense.
Pettiford lost the handle. Got it back. And the little push shot is good. Very fortunate Pettiford in the right place there, and he adds 2 more. He's got 11 now, and that's going the other way. So a foul on Evans.
And Pettiford right now picking things up, scoring on one end, fighting through the screen. Evans, an illegal screen there. And Evans will go and sit for a little while.
Evans picks up his 2nd foul. It is the 10th turnover for Oregon. Think about this, though. They have 10 turnovers. All of the offensive rebounds by Auburn, 9 of them, second chance points, and yet Oregon's only down 4. Good pass inside and a big, strong finish by Emeka Opurum.
You see right there the talent of Pettiford. He commands so much attention as he gets downhill. Just an easy drop-off.
Shelstad, short. Stewart to follow, couldn't secure it. Overton with a rebound. Auburn pushing. Here's Hall. Hall wanting to post up Shelstad. That's the right play. Couldn't get the pass.
Wide open.
Hall's begging for the ball. Now he'll clear it out. Pettiford backs it out. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Pettiford keeps the dribble. Pounding the basketball. Stepped on the baseline. Pettiford turns it over. Timeout on the floor. 3:50 left in the first half.
Pettiford right here showing his skills in traffic. Eyes always up. Easy 2 for the Tigers.
Day 1 coverage on TNT and True TV presented by Sam's Club. 33-27. Auburn has the lead. Mic'd up. Auburn head coach Stephen Pearl.
Low to it. Pick up the ball. Stop the ball. Ice. Good. Oh, boy. Yo. Be smart. Hook. Yeah. Hey, I see you.
Well, the eyes say it all.
If looks could kill.
If looks could kill, but right on the bench, Pearl just imploring his team, willing his team, working the officials, and what a play out of the timeout.
Stewart on the receiving end. Big-to-big passing. Nice setup by Biddle.
Yeah, nice set there. A little flare screen slip.
Oregon had missed 7 consecutive field goals. They needed that desperately. And after all of the madness going on here, it's still a 4-point game as Pettiford with the right hand, that's his offhand, and Pettiford adds to it.
And he froze Biddle again, this time looking to the corner like he was going to pass it. But he is finding his rhythm. 6 of 12, 13 points. I just like that Pettiford's being aggressive. That's what they need for them to reach their potential, for him to play at his best.
Jump hook Biddle right there to clean it up is Sean Stewart. Impactful minutes for the Windermere, Florida native. He started at Duke, ended up at Ohio State, and then made his way to Oregon. Auburn leads by 4 with the ball. 2.5 to go in the first half. Oh, walk. Might have been a travel. Biddle there with the rebound. Opurum. Too much size he's giving up. Shelstad throws it right into the chest of Overton. Fortunate to keep the ball, and a three-pointer is good. To Kai Simpkins, that was headed for a mess for Oregon. They end up with a 3-ball. It's a 1-point game.
Almost a live ball turnover that could have led to an easy 2 for Auburn, but Simpkins unafraid.
Keyshawn Hall, no. Shelstad, the rebound. The point guard pushes.
And that zone giving Auburn trouble on the offensive end.
Biddle trying to give Oregon the lead, misses a 3. Pettiford drives it. Pettiford gets to his right hand. Freeman now. Freeman, contact. Freeman puts it up, falls down.
They're letting them play.
Auburn secures the board. Here's Keyshawn Hall. Got it. Timeout. Keyshawn Hall back from a foot injury. He's got 11 now, into double figures. Auburn by 3. Scoring machine this year, Keyshawn Hall, averaging over 23 a game. Mandalay Bay at Michelob Ultra Arena.
A little zone action right now to the timeout. Try to stifle the momentum of Oregon.
Biddle for 3. Oh, he called bank. Pedal off the glass. And we are tied at 37. Biddle just had a glance over here at the table, make sure you were watching.
I was watching. I was just in disbelief.
Hall gives it back to Pettiford. Under a minute to go in the first half. Very entertaining game. We've had two great games already on this floor. Overton for three, no good. Stewart rebound.
And that zone working for Oregon, just keeping Auburn on the perimeter. Looking a little confused offensively, not getting into their sets and getting clean looks on the offensive end.
Largest lead either way has been 6. That was Auburn. Stewart looking for Biddle. Biddle taking on the freshman. Nothing there. Now Lindsay, shot clock at 5. Gotta go. Lindsay is open. Lindsay misses a three-pointer. Run down by Freeman. Freeman's gonna pull it up for one last shot. Shot clock is off. Tied at 37. Pettiford with 13 and a half. Able to turn the corner. Kicks it. Hall, 3-ball, short. And Biddle comes up short, and that'll take us to the half. Very entertaining half of basketball. Competitive, a lot of turnovers. Wasn't the prettiest, but Biddle's
there was some
window 3.
There was confusion. Both defensive players leaving Biddle's can shoot that. Pearl not happy, not pleased.
Tim Doyle, Dennis Scott, Dalen Cup, Seth Davis standing by in our True TV studios in Atlanta. Coming up, Players Era halftime, presented by Modelo. We got a good one here in Vegas, all knotted at 37, Auburn and Oregon. We welcome you back, Players Era Festival. That is the trophy they'll play for. We'll be giving that to somebody on Wednesday night. The Geico Players Era Trophy 2025. Star-studded affair here. How about our Geico game summary? Brian Anderson with Grant Hill. We're all tied at 37. 10 turnovers for the Oregon Ducks. 18 points in the paint for Auburn. Not shooting at a high percentage. And that's why we are all knotted here. And Grant, your perspective on this first half as we get ready for half number 2.
Well, it's been sloppy for both teams. Auburn doing a good job defensively, just not shooting the ball well from the perimeter. 37% from the field, 16% from the three-point line. And Oregon, they're dominating inside. The three-headed monster, their bigs, combined 24 points. It's got to value the basketball. 10 turnovers, too much.
Oregon gets a first possession, ends up with a three-point miss. Let's send it over to Lauren Jabara. What do you have, Lauren?
Grant Hill, you hit the nail on the head like you were hearing me and Dana Altman talking to each other. He said, I really liked our effort and physicality on the glass, but the turnovers really hurt us. The 10 turnovers for us, they had 10 more shots than we did, but we're battling back. He said a big key, focusing on Tahad Pettiford, getting him under control this second half. I said, you like your zone defense right now? He said, yeah, it's looking good.
Auburn 38 field goals attempted. Thank you, Lauren. Oregon 28 field goals attempted in that first half. And a three-pointer, no good. Evans misses the 3. Hall, so far so good on that injured foot. Injured in the Houston game, did not play in Auburn's last game against Jackson State, which was this past Wednesday. Returned to practice on Saturday, and he's played well, Hall. 19 minutes thus far. He's got 9 points and 5 rebounds.
Looked good. He's moved well.
Pettiford pull-up three-pointer is good.
And that was a great set there. Just ball side to side. Get the ball, Pettiford, pinned down.
That was a long 2. Auburn up 39-37. Auburn had a 6-point lead in the first and a rim run for Kwame Evans.
Kwame Evans has been attacking the rim here tonight. Has that ball handling ability and the length at the rim. This, of course, Oregon back to this sort of matchup zone.
And a three-pointer down for Elijah Freeman.
Elijah Freeman hasn't done much first basket here this evening, but he is super talented.
Another 3. How about that answer? Devon Pryor. Transfer from Texas, the junior, a couple of years in Austin. Back from a leg injury. Big three-pointer there to tie this game at 42. And now Shelstad takes it out of the hands of Freeman, off Freeman's knee. That's going to be Oregon ball.
Right there, Shellstad, the junior experience, just gets in the space of Freeman, and they're in the zone right here. Look at this zone, an aggressive zone. Freeman a little too casual with the basketball. Shellstad forcing the turnover.
Shellstad's been quiet, just 1 of 6 shooting. Does have 5 assists though, always a playmaker. Oregon spreads the floor, lanes wide open, Shellstad working with Biddle. Biddle three-pointer, no good. And Murphy with a rebound.
That was a good late contest on Biddle's three-point attempt.
Hall, little Euro, able to control himself and knocks it in. Man,
that was a double Euro.
Unbelievable body control there by Keyshawn Hall. It was a double Euro.
Did we just coin a new phrase?
I think so. I like it. So write that one down for later. Shellstad gets a step, pull up three-pointer. Got a good screen, and Shellstad knocks down his first three-pointer. Oregon in front. Largest lead in this game has been 6. The runs, the largest run for Auburn, 6-0. Largest run for Oregon, 5-0. It's been a tightly contested game.
Look like it over the back there, Evans.
Simpkins drives. Oh, Pettiford with the block. And it's going to be Auburn ball. Pettiford, a great defensive recovery.
They're letting them play, BA. A lot of physicality. Speaking of physical, look at the screen here by Biddle. Shellstad comes off wide open, gets the laces set, knocks down the three, and look at the guards. Pettiford contesting.
Oh.
A lot of ball, a little bit of face, all good when you're in Vegas.
Well, Pettiford, Auburn's top scorer. He's got 15 in this game, despite 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, and he has had a couple of plays defensively. Gets his first block. Auburn down a point. Pettiford, good pass. And inside Murphy, a little bounce, and Murphy scores it. Set up beautifully by Pettiford.
And you've seen the maturity of Pettiford. Last year, I thought he came in off the bench. His role was to score. You see tonight, he's made a couple of nice dimes. Beautiful one there on that last play.
Simpkins drives, is tripped. Contact there by Pettiford. Tahad Pettiford with 2 assists in this game.
You know, look at Murphy, just kind of slips in there in the seams, and oh, nice offhand pass there by Pettiford. So getting it done, scoring, assisting, block shots.
Doing it all. He's
doing it all.
Stat stuffing machine on a week full of stuffing here, Thanksgiving week.
A lot of stuffing. I can't wait to unbutton my my belt buckle. Be eaten later this week.
I mean, that's not exactly what you have to do Thursday. You're doing that every day these days.
I'm telling you, man.
Gotta get back in the gym, Grant.
Hey,
Let's
man.
go.
It's all cosmetic these days.
Everywhere we go, everybody says, "Oh, Grant, you look great. Looks like you could still play."
No, don't. Why would people even wish that on me right now? Oh, man.
Takai Simpkins at the free throw line, coming off 13 against Oregon State last Monday. Ducks have had a week off. Was most recently at Elon, averaging 14 a game, and he knocks in a couple of free throws. Simpkins has 11 points in 19 minutes. He has turned it over 5 times, however. Oregon back in the zone. Now Pettiford finds an open spot. Oh, tough three, dribbled right into it. The lefty sinks his first 3 of the game.
And that was a tough spot shot indeed, but I like what they ran. They ran their man-to-man offense against the zone. Get some rhythm, ball movement. Pettiford locked in.
Pryor misses. Offensive rebound, Evans. Wade Lynn, yes! Lynn finally delivers a three-pointer. Had been 0 for 11 this year, Wei Lin. And they're going to call a foul on Lynn on the trip. I'm not sure about that. Sebastian Williams-Adams hits the deck. Lynn called for the foul. Well, it hit his first three-pointer of the season in Game 5.
Great awareness. Evans gets the rebound, finds the shooter.
Welcome. Check out who has had the biggest impact and contributions tonight. Impact player presented by Lily. Tahad Pettiford. Little defense, some scoring, some passing. Pettiford able to knock down his first three of the game just a moment ago. He's got 18 points in 22 minutes. Grant, he was a star last year as a freshman in a little bit different role. Preseason all SEC first team. It's been a struggle for him, Lauren Jabara, but Tahad Pettiford having a nice night tonight against Oregon.
He definitely is. Had a slow start offensively, but he told me yesterday, look, I'm one of the only returning rotation players back with this team. I wanted to be a leader, pick up my defense, take accountability, take pride in that end of the floor. He also said no stressing when it comes to the slow start offensively, because if shots are falling, I know I can make it up for in defense and getting other players involved as well. But guys, tonight he's doing a little bit of everything.
Thank you, Lauren. How about that strong finish? Auburn back in front. Murphy, 7 points now. Pettiford with his third assist, right on cue. There goes Biddle, shuts his dribble off. Lynn drives, Lynn to the basket, missed it. Stewart with a rebound, and that's going to be off the sideline, and it'll be Oregon ball. Good hustle there by Sean Stewart.
Stewart, one of the best offensive rebounders there. Ball just up for grabs, no one can claim it.
Pettiford knocks it out of bounds.
Getting back to Lauren's report on Pettiford. Pettiford was struggling coming into this game, averaging about 10 points a game, shooting only 28% from the field. But regardless of what happens the rest of this half, he needed a performance like this, and you can see what he's capable of and the impact he has on his play.
Oh, nice find. Pryor open inside. Shellstad delivers the dime. Oregon back in front.
He trapped him at half court. Shellstad head up.
Jovic got hit with some foul trouble in the first half. He drives and one. Philip Jovic saddled with foul trouble in the first half. Jovic, with those 3 fouls, comes back, gets himself an and one here in his first minutes on the floor.
Yeah, his ability to put the ball on the floor just meanders down the lane and able to avoid the shot blocking of the 7-footer Biddle. But I've been impressed with this young man, and as he just gets more and more comfortable with the system and his new teammates, what a weapon for Stephen Pearl.
He had made 9 consecutive field goals coming into this game here tonight. He is 3 for 3 tonight, so he's 12 for 12 in his last 4 games, Jovic. High efficiency. Going to be a foul on Pettiford.
Ooh, I thought that was maybe an illegal screen. I thought Stewart was leaning a little bit, reached out his left shoulder as Pettiford was trying to get through that screen here.
Third foul on Pettiford, and Stephen Pearl is going to take his point guard out. And now we'll check these minutes with Pettiford on the bench. 2-point Auburn lead when Pettiford goes to the bench. Caden Magwood on the floor. Here's Shellstad, and Stewart was going to the basket. Shellstad with a bad pass. Got his palms in the air. Miscommunication by the Ducks. Up ahead, Freeman. Biddle is on him. That wingspan just enveloping Freeman. Caden Magwood looking for Hall. Hall to the corner. 3-pointer flies. Here comes Oregon. Biddle up ahead to Stewart. Yeah, one too many passes. Oregon turns it over. Back come the Tigers. Hall, no. And that's going to be a foul on Shellstad of Oregon.
Oregon had numbers there. I just think, Lynn, you keep the ball. He threw it to the middle to Biddle. I know Biddle's versatile, but you don't want your 7-footer having to make decisions like that on the break. A missed opportunity for the Ducks there.
Auburn lost to Houston last Sunday. Got back to winning ways against Jackson State Wednesday. Hall missed that game. Has come back tonight and has been effective. Keyshawn Hall now with 13 points. Oregon crowd trying to help him out. Auburn by 4. Shellstad, no good. Stewart, the foul, no. Pryor is there for the offensive board and a putback.
Wow, Stewart on the glass, keeping the possession alive. And they switched. Had a big on Shellstad. He takes it up. Stewart keeps it in play. Big time finish.
Let's take a look at the Geico assist leaderboard throughout the day, all across the action here at the Players Era. Kingston Flemings with 6 assists for U of H. Josh Dixon, a losing effort for Creighton. And here in our game, Jackson Shellstad, 6 assists from the Oregon point guard with 12:44 remaining in regulation. And an excellent game, closely contested. Auburn leads it by 2. It'll be Auburn's ball here. Tahad Pettiford on the bench with 3 fouls for now. Caden Magwood in for Pettiford.
Oregon showing this little 3/4 court trap.
There goes Magwood. Magwood drives, he scores on Demir.
And that was fearless right there. Not exactly what maybe Stephen Pearl wanted out of that timeout, but you gotta admire the goal.
Dana Altman is furious at Demir, letting a little guy score an easy layup on you. Buying some minutes for Nate Biddle. Stewart falls down, and it's going to be a held ball. Yep, indeed. And it'll be Auburn ball on the possession arrow. Another Oregon turnover.
Stewart tried to go ISO here. He tripped on the left foot there to Williams Adams. Look at these guys on the ground. That's what coaches like. Ball's on the floor, you get on the floor. The ball is the most prized possession.
Okay, Stephen Pearl's got something going with these 2 freshmen here, Grant. Sebastian Williams-Adams and Philip Jovich. 2 good-looking players.
And Magwood, too.
Keyshawn Hall. Yeah, Magwood in that class as well. Magwood comes up short. 4-point Auburn lead. Oregon with the ball. Closely contested game throughout. And another Oregon giveaway. 14 turnovers for the Ducks. Monday night in Las Vegas. Game 3 of the Players Era here at McUltra Arena. Auburn by 4. Auburn and Oregon tonight. They'll be back in action tomorrow as we welcome you back to the Geico Players Era. Day 1 coverage on TNT and True TV presented by Sam's Club. Auburn and Michigan tomorrow night on TNT at 8:30 Eastern. Bruce Pearl is going to join us at the table. Might have to convince Chris Webber to come on over as well, balance things out. We got room.
We got room. Let them come on through. We'll have fun.
Oregon and San Diego State will be tomorrow at 11 Eastern on TNT as well. Grant and I will have the call for both of those games. Right now, we're hooked up in a good one. We've had 2 great games already on this floor. Magwood finds Jovich. All the freshmen in play here for Auburn. Magwood for 3, short. Kwame Evans with the rebound. And here comes Oregon down 4. 3-pointer is good. Takai Simpkins reigns in another 3-ball.
And Magwood stayed in the backcourt there after that missed shot. Didn't get back on defense, and his man then, Simpkins, knocking down that 3. A freshman mistake.
His 4th 3 of the game. Turnover. Evans with a steal. Evans going to the basket to lay it in. And a burst by Oregon out of the last timeout. They have regained the lead here. Tahad Pettiford has made his way to the scorer's table.
Just like that, things turn.
Magwood. He'll take it, and he hits it. Magwood knocks in a 2nd field goal.
And talented. Young man can play, will have a bright future in front of him, but a couple mistakes got Oregon back with the lead.
Shellstad misses a 3. Biddle hit the deck. Sebastian Williams-Adams pushing, drops it off. Jovic scores!
I tell you, that versatility. You talk about the freshman, Williams-Adams, 6'8", 230, physicality, rebounding, but has that ball handling ability. Look like a point power forward.
Just past the halfway point of the second half.
Can't get the ball inside the Biddle. Good job, Hall, trying to front. Just got caught holding Biddle a little bit, but look at this. Gets the rebound, secures, brings it down. Says, I got it. A little hesitation, dribble, drive, delivery. Freshman getting it done. The Tigers, War Eagle.
He's got 9. Williams-Adams has 4 with 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Pettiford back on the floor, and Oregon turns it over.
Once again, Williams-Adams denying the ball to Evans, forcing Biddle to make a tough pass. Look at this, just getting after it. A little hold, but no one's looking at it. And the balance to be able to save the ball, find his teammate. So a little thing that may not show up in the box score, but impacts winning.
Auburn held water while Pettiford was out after he picked up his 3rd foul. 8-7 was the scoring in Auburn's favor while out. 3-pointer short from Williams-Adams. Pryor, 7 points, all coming in the second half. Now Evans trying to work with Biddle here.
Great front inside by Hall on Biddle.
Now it's Jovic on Biddle. Shot clock at 7. Auburn tough defensively right now. Shelstad looking for some room. Had to put up a tough shot. Jovic with the rebound. Hall secures.
Great defensive possession there by the Tigers.
Keyshawn Hall gives it up. Kevin Overton now with Shelstad on him. Pettiford will get it organized. Auburn by 3. Ranked 21st in the country coming in. One of the 10 top 25 teams here at Players Era in Vegas. Overton spins, rises up. The lefty, no good. Couple of chances at it, Jovic, and it ends up in the hands of Shelstad. Pryor probing. And almost a turnover. Williams-Adams got a hand on that. It was a dangerous pass.
They just cannot get Biddle the ball. Biddle frustrated, hasn't been able to get any touches down low.
Biddle for 3. In and out it goes, and that's going to be a foul on Lindsey. Lindsey had Pettiford wrapped up under the basket, and it'll be Auburn ball when we come back. Geico Players Era Day 1. Auburn by 3. 8 minutes left in regulation. The Geico moment of the game had a significant throwdown by the man from Windermere, Sean Stewart. First half in traffic, nasty.
Talk about a moment there, Sean. Don't punch his teammate. Show the emotion, young fella.
Each other, friendly fire.
Yeah.
Sean Stewart back on the floor, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Coming from Ohio State to Oregon. Auburn with the basketball. They're up 3. Going to the 8-minute mark. Here's Pettiford. Pettiford, 3-pointer, no good. He's flying high for that rebound is Freeman. He is fouled. Strong rebound by Elijah Freeman. Auburn has some serious athleticism.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they are an elite offensive rebounding team, and it makes it tough for Oregon. They're in that zone, and oftentimes it's hard to rebound in that zone. You don't really have a man you're guarding space. And Freeman made him pay.
Freeman 4 points. That was his first free throw of the game. Auburn 4-1. Their only loss was a tightly contested game November 16th against Houston last Sunday week ago.
That was a great one.
Final 4 teams in a rematch in Houston and Auburn. That was a terrific game, one of the best of the early season. Hooked up in a dandy here. 5-point Auburn lead. Oregon trying to break the defensive wall of the Auburn Tigers. Here goes Lindsey. Lindsey gets a step. Lindsey hangs, met by Freeman. And last touch by Evans of Oregon. That'll be Auburn ball.
Once again, just a great defensive possession there. And Lindsey on that drive. Auburn able to wall him up. Be big, don't foul. Make a great play. Defense, stellar.
Ducks are missing Takai Simpkins right now. He's made 4 threes. He's getting some attention on the bench as Pettiford drives. No. And securing the rebound is Devon Pryor. Pryor's had a big second half. Lindsey left open for 3. Wow, missed it badly.
Yeah, that's not really his game.
Pettiford pushes. Pettiford in traffic and is fouled. Pettiford free throws.
And you talked about for Oregon, they're missing Simpkins right now. That other guy who can make a bucket off the bounce on the perimeter. Lindsey, 2 bad shots on 2 consecutive possessions there. And Simpkins back on the bench. Imagine we'll be back in the game soon, B.A.
Check in with Lauren.
Yeah, hearing from their sports information director, he just had cramps in his legs, so was trying to work those out. They were using the Theragun. He was eating some of those salt packets. Back on the bench, available to go whenever.
Ooh.
Right now.
Maybe grab a couple for us over here, Lauren. Salt packets. Sounds delicious.
I know you guys dehydrated after calling all these games in one
good.
day, or what?
Where else would we rather be?
Exactly.
I got a cramp, but I'm good.
Pettiford knocks them both in. Pettiford extends the lead to 7 for Auburn. He's got it even 20 tonight.
Now, dangerous time now for Oregon. Down 7. Have to execute offensively and get a good shot.
Simpkins. And he turns it over. Freeman on the run out. Freeman to the basket. And he lays it in. Auburn's on a run. They lead it by 9. It's a 10-0 Tiger run.
Dana Altman not happy right now. Tigers are on a roll. War Eagle in the desert.
68-59 Auburn. And our Sam's Club play of the game. Simpkins back on the floor after the leg cramps. Immediately turns it over. And Elijah Freeman taking it himself, coast to coast, to cap off a 10-0 Auburn run.
Yeah, the spurt ability right now of Auburn, just kind of exchanging baskets back and forth most of this second half. But you see Freeman, looks like he's getting attended to by the training staff, but the defense ramping up, getting turnovers, getting stops, and just great offensive execution from Auburn.
Auburn head coach Stephen Pearl mic'd up. Let's listen in.
Hey, we're small. We got a rebound. We're small. We got a rebound. No. You guys. Phil, 10-2. Phil, 10-2. Get back. Don't gamble! Get back, Caden! That's us! No! Yeah!
Stephen Pearl, year 1 head coach, the Auburn Tigers in a Final Four team a year ago. It was Todd Golden and the Florida Gators who knocked out Bruce Pearl and Stephen Pearl in Auburn last year. Golden and Stephen, very good friends. Obviously, both on the staff with Bruce. Bruce is going to join us tomorrow on the broadcast.
And who knew that Stephen Pearl was so animated? I mean, where did he get that from?
Exactly. Like the whole family. We know a few of those Pearls.
Yeah, we know a few.
Shout out to Leah. Hey, Leah. There's a drive by Pryor. Man, in traffic, tried to thread the needle, and it's another Oregon turnover. Auburn on a 10-0 run, looking for more here. Under 6 to go in regulation, and Auburn has stepped down on the defensive pressure. Overton, no. Pryor the rebound. Oregon dodges one.
And right now, Oregon has the wrong people trying to make plays. It's got to be Shellstad and Biddle and Simpkins with the timely 3. But the turnovers has just been killing Oregon, and Auburn making them pay.
Simpkins hits his 5th three-pointer of the game.
And that was a big 3. Down 6 now, stay attached.
You gotta respect him grinding it out. You know his legs aren't 100%. Pettiford, shifty. Pettiford gets into the paint, and he's fouled by Biddle. Well, Takai Simpkins went to the bench with those leg cramps, came back, turned it over, but then stepped into a 3-ball on a catch and shoot. That's a huge bucket for Oregon to make it a 2-possession game right now. Pettiford at the free throw line, sitting on 20 points. 4 out of 5 from the line. And Keyshawn Hall coming in for the final stretch. Hall tonight, Grant, has played 31 minutes. So not only has he been durable, coming back from that foot injury, shaking off the rust.
His movement, his rebounding, defense, he's looked really good. Maybe a little rusty because he sat out, but his movement in his body looks great.
There's a drive. Shellstad, no, there's Stewart with a rebound. Another offensive board. Simpkins again, and he's fouled on a 3-ball.
Wow. Well, great offensive rebound and the awareness to find the open Simpkins, and Pettiford contesting Simpkins here. Sean Stewart staying him. And yeah, right there, Simpkins landing on the foot of Pettiford. Pettiford contests, but in his landing space, ooh, and that's an automatic. Simpkins lucky, already struggling with cramps. Now might be dealing with some.
Simpkins will go to the line.
Look at he's grimacing a little. It's like me after calling a game.
Pettiford just picked up his 4th foul.
Uh-oh.
So Auburn with a 10-0 run. Oregon getting a 3-pointer by Simpkins. Now he adds a free throw. Simpkins with 18 in this game. He's 5 of 7 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3-point range.
Yeah, and just another weapon with Shellstad and Biddle on the floor. So much focus and attention on them, and rightfully so, to have that third scorer, that third guy who can make a bucket. You see the value of Simpkins when he was out of the game, and now when he's come back, it looks like he's going back out again.
He still does not look comfortable running.
Yeah.
He's knocked down all 5 of his free throws, and in desperate need of some hydration. Those legs just locking up on Takai Simpkins. 4:50 to go. Auburn's lead down to 5 now. Freshman back on the floor, Williams Adams. Pettiford, ball control, gets into the offense. Pettiford, pull up. Pettiford got it. Tahad Pettiford. And it's a timeout on the floor. Pettiford is rolling tonight in Vegas. 24 points.
This right here, beautiful screen and a great late contest by Pryor. Pettiford is just locked in. I mean, he's been hitting that mid-range shot, the drop coverage there defensively. Just taking his time, getting to his spots. Great confidence.
Pettiford came into this game, Grant, shooting 29%. You mentioned it had been a struggle to start it, as we see Simpkins still getting worked on. Tonight, Pettiford is 9 of 18. 50% from the field, 4 boards, 4 assists. He's had a block. A strong 28 minutes with 24 points. Pettiford tonight looks like the guy we saw last year, especially in the NCAA tournament in the Final Four run last year.
No, he looks like the guy who was preseason first team all SEC this season. See this, the numbers. But he's got his swagger back. He's got his confidence back. And that's how he has to play. We know he's on the bench with fouls right now, but maybe his best performance thus far this young season.
See if Oregon has a response. They are down 7.
Oregon's gone big here with the 3 bigs on the lineup, or in the lineup at the same time.
Evans in and out. And we've got a foul. That's going to be on Auburn. Going to stay on this end of the floor.
Yeah, it looked like Biddle was going up for the offensive rebound. Somebody grabbed his arms. In a good position there. And
fouls on Murphy.
Yeah, inside position Biddle, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, maybe a little push, a little love tap.
Out of bounds. Biddle misses, but the follow by Shellstad.
Well, the smallest guy on the floor gets in there. I'll tell you what, Oregon, they're hanging around like your friends when you make it to the NBA.
Good one. Auburn had a 9-point lead at 68-59, and now Oregon within 5. There's a drive, left-handed finish by Kevin Overton.
Overton looking like Pettiford on that drive, going at the big fella.
Pettiford on the bench with those 4 fouls. Stephen Pearl trying to buy some time. Pettiford's been their best scorer, 24 points. Pryor turned away.
Great front inside by Biddle.
Shelstad now. Shelstad with Hall on him. Little step back. That's a 3. Short. Stewart offensive rebound again. Biddle passes up a 3, and he is fouled by Murphy.
Pettiford on the bench, BA, but Overton in the screen and roll. Gets to that left hand, little hezzy finish in traffic. War Eagle.
Era is presented by Lilly, a medicine company, and by Geico. It feels good. The Geico strips all lit up on a Monday night.
And BA, props to Tom Heights, super producer and his team, getting these great shots of the strip.
San Diego State and Michigan. Super producer Tom Heights and his crew will be there for that one as well. We got Michigan, San Diego State coming up next. Michigan 4-0. And another Big Ten team here in Oregon. Their second year in the Big Ten. Also at 4-0, but they are down as we approach the 3-minute mark. Auburn leads it by 7. Shelstad working with Biddle. Shelstad pull up, no good.
And if you got fouled, hit on the arm, let him play.
Under 3 minutes to go in regulation. We've had 3 excellent games here on the floor of Michelob Ultra Arena.
And smart by Hall to bring it out. Clock is your friend. Stephen Pearl buying time. Pettiford on the bench with those 4 fouls.
Keyshawn Hall, a little shake and bake, and he buries a 3.
Wow, that was a tough shot. Keyshawn Hall not afraid of the moment.
That's one of those no, 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 yes shots right there as Hall with 16 points in his return to the active roster. Simpkins back on the floor with those leg cramps. Stewart driving, drops the elbow. That'll be a block. Boy, Sean Stewart just put the wood to Kevin Overton.
Oh, yes, he did. Well, that previous play, good defense by Stewart. Better offense. A contest, almost a left. A hit on the arm right there. Ooh, and a lot of courage by Overton. Taking a charge. Trying to take a charge.
Yeah, Stewart will go to the line. Overton called for the block.
That hurt my chest.
When they say it with your chest, it's not exactly what they're talking about. Big free throws here. Stewart missed it, and Murphy with a rebound. Time slipping away here for Oregon. Auburn by 10. It is their biggest lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Pettiford back on the floor now. Auburn outscored Oregon 7-2 with Pettiford on the bench. Shot clock down to 5. Pettiford into the corner. Williams-Adams hangs. He is fouled by Stewart. And Sebastian Williams-Adams will go to the free throw line. And Auburn starting to sniff it right now.
Yeah, they sniffed it, and just really good possession there. Pettiford settled them down, milked the clock, find open teammate, get a foul with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Regardless of what happens at the free throw line, now you can get back, set up your defense. Nothing easy for Oregon coming the other way.
Played 37 minutes of this game without a double-digit lead. Now Auburn has stretched it to 10. Overton back on the floor. Stewart will sit for Oregon. Does Dana Altman's Ducks have one final push? They're going to have to make some threes. Pettiford again with the 4 fouls. Stephen Pearl playing a little offense-defense here. And Pryor on the miss with the rebound. Shelstad wants to move it quick. Here comes Oregon. Evans inside to Biddle. Biddle Never got a grip on it, and that's a foul on Auburn. It's going to mean free throws. I think Keyshawn Murphy is going to be called for the foul. I beg your pardon, Williams Adams called for the foul.
Biddle right there went to his hook shot, a little off, but Pryor was just able to sneak on in there, get the offensive rebound. That's one thing that Oregon's done very well here this evening is on the glass. Plus 10 for the night, many of those on the offensive glass.
Grant, you think about what Auburn lost, their top scorer, Jedi Broom graduated, what a player he was. Bruce Pearl retires after 11 seasons. Bringing in the UCF transfer, Keyshawn Hall, who averaged 20 and 10 prior to this one tonight, and he's responded. But the big score has been Tahad Pettiford.
Yeah, Pettiford stepping up. You know, that team was so loaded last season. All those starters gone. Pettiford assuming the leadership role and the superstar role, and nice hard trap in that corner.
That's going to be Oregon ball here. Pettiford called for his 5th foul.
Oh, man.
And things turn a little bit now as Pettiford fouls out. Minute 20 remaining. Oregon's deficit is 8.
I mean,
tough call.
Yeah, it was a tough one right there. There's a lot of activity, both teams going after it. But the officials thought differently.
Stephen Pearl's going to use all the time allowed to make a substitution. Officials going to the monitor here, I think just to see who the foul was or who the shooter will be. Foul's on Pettiford, we know that.
Simpkins was the one that got fouled. Looked like, well, yeah, it looked like Pettiford extended his left arm. And
Simpkins or Evans. I'm with you. It looked like Simpkins.
Pettiford must be really strong, B.A.
He just depleted him right there, didn't he? Sold it well, did Simpkins.
Yeah.
That'd be the guy for Oregon that you'd want at the line, though. Simpkins has 20 points tonight. Michigan Wolverines coming up next. San Diego State. Brian Dutcher, longtime assistant under Steve Fisher at Michigan. He is back. Only the second matchup between Dutcher and San Diego State against Michigan. That's our matchup next. SDSU and Big Blue. Coming up next will be the final game of the day here at Michelob Ultra Arena.
NBA right there, that last stoppage of play, the officials were checking to see if they would upgrade that to a possible flagrant one. They said it was just a common foul.
And there you go. And Simpkins knocks down the free throw. 7-point game. Simpkins can get it to a two-possession contest here. 21 for Takai Simpson. Battling leg cramps in the second half.
Well, right now they're going to set up their full court press, and Auburn has to be smart. Pettiford out of the game. Value every pass. Got to come meet the pass, and wow, foul there. Looked like Oregon had them right where they wanted. Williams Adams catches the ball by the sideline, and you had Pryor and Evans in a trap. You don't want to foul here. Not quite put their hands on him.
Right.
Yeah, just be big, get wide, and make him try to force a difficult pass, possible turnover.
Sebastian Williams Adams, freshman out of Houston, Texas. He's averaging double figures to start the year for Auburn in the first 5 games.
He's gained the trust of Stephen Pearl. 25 minutes a game. Just versatility. Oozes with that on offense and defense. I think as the season continues on, you're going to see more and more from this young man on the court for the Tigers.
Clutch free throws. Williams Adams makes it an 8-point Auburn lead. Time ticking away on Oregon. Simpkins to Evans. A lot of time going off the clock here. Evans lost the handle. Biddle secures it. Biddle looking for help. Simpkins, long three, no good. Back tap, second chance, Shellstad, no good. And that'll take us under a minute. And now Auburn poised to put this one away. Couple of good looks for the Ducks, but they are going to come up empty here in Vegas in game 1 of the Players Era tournament.
The Ducks have not shot the ball well here in this second half. They've been pretty solid on the offensive glass, but the defense of Auburn, switching everything. Biddle just been frustrated, hasn't been able to get the ball. Auburn's so good at fronting the post, not allowing Biddle to operate down there, and no flow, no rhythm at all offensively for Oregon.
Freeman with 8 points, been active on the glass. He's got 6 rebounds in this game. And Elijah Freeman, 1 out of 2. Oregon pushing it, gotta go quick. Biddle passes up a 3-pointer. Shellstad now. Shellstad drives. Little pull-up floater is good. 7-point Auburn lead. Keyshawn Hall. And he's fouled.
Keyshawn lost his footing there before he got fouled.
Yeah, he's played this entire game with really no issues with that right foot, but that one got him.
Yeah, I think he had just a weird plan as he was slowing down.
Kind of skipped right there.
Right there, his right foot, which has caused him to miss that game. So hopefully he's okay. He played well, as you said, and quick turnaround. He'll play again tomorrow night.
Yeah, Auburn will have Michigan tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern on TNT. They've got a matchup with Arizona coming December 6th. You know you're going to get 3 quality games here in Vegas. And then they have Arizona and they have Purdue, #1 team in the nation, December 20th.
They want all the smoke.
Nice pick, a steal by Overton and an exclamation point. Overton gets the steal and the hammer. And Auburn up 11, finishing touches to this one. A block shot. And Dana Altman yells no fouls. Tell you, Stephen Pearl said this was open auditions to start this year. Auburn's starting to look pretty good. I think that game against Houston, even though it was a loss, got them dialed in. And now Tahad Pettiford and the Tigers secure a victory in game 1 of the Players Era.
Big time performance, great defense, and the exclamation point. Everybody approving the bench, teammates on the floor. Great team effort, but really Pettiford was the one. He got it going, set the tone early, and everyone contributing for the Tigers.
This was a 1-point game halfway through the second half. Auburn closes it on a 24-14 run. Pettiford, despite fouling out, 24 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Auburn goes to 5-1. Oregon suffers their first loss of the year. And they've got a matchup tomorrow against San Diego State. It'll be the last game on the schedule, 11 Eastern on TNT. Stephen Pearl, 5 wins in his first 6 games. He's standing by with Lauren Jabara.
Thanks so much, B.A. Appreciate it. Coach, you guys make a statement in your first game here at the Players Era. What do you like about your defense, the way you were able to hold them to 37%?
In the second half. Hey, we got more. In the locker room. Thought we did a good job late in the second half of switching up our defenses. We switched a little bit more. We kind of kept the body on a body. Thought our guys did a pretty good job making the adjustment. And, we let them get too many offensive rebounds in the second half. We got to limit them to 1 shot. But I thought our guys showed a lot of grit, a lot of toughness. And offensively, we did a better job at executing late in the second half.
I know Tahad Pettiford had a tough offensive start to the season, but he's been doing so many things. How good was it to see him get going tonight, see the hoop kind of get bigger for him?
I mean, he always plays well in these stages, so I think he likes being away from home a little bit, and he really kept us in the game in the first half. I thought our offense was very, very subpar in the first half, but he did a great job of keeping us in the game, He was aggressive, picked his spots, and really was aggressive in his spots. And I'm really proud of him for really stepping up in a big moment because we needed him.
What can you say about the culture? I know you've been here for such a long time, but this is your first time at the helm. You just see everyone come around you. You can tell how much they love you as a coach. What is it about this culture at Auburn?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's strength in numbers with this group. You know, our guys, you know, went through a lot of adversity this year. You know, BP obviously retiring was not easy. Us losing our first game to Oklahoma State was not easy. Our guys have done a really good job of just responding to tough moments, coming back and relying on each other, leaning on each other, and finding ways to win games. So proud of our guys and our effort, but we got to get to work.
Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you tomorrow against Michigan.
Looking forward to it.
Guys.
Yeah, with his dad at the table with us tomorrow. Cannot wait for Auburn and Michigan on TNT tomorrow. We got Michigan coming up next against San Diego State. Auburn Tigers win their first game at the Players Era. Todd Pettiford, he'll join the guys in the studio when we continue. Studio on the other side from Vegas.
Performance. We want to welcome in Todd Pettiford, star sophomore guard for the Auburn Tigers. Todd, we're talking about you got off to a bit of a slow start. A change of scenery. What got you going today?
Just knowing, you know, what the team needs. You know, our first couple of games came out not playing how I wanted to play, so I just stayed composed, stayed in the gym, and you know, my teammates, my coaches, they had my back throughout the whole thing, and today was just the day that needed to be shown.
And with that being said, Todd, what have you learned about yourself? Because you know you can score with the best of them in the world, but you being a better facilitator, better leader on the floor, how's that come for you so far in this season?
Obviously, you know, as you can see early in the season, it was rough for me, but just try to get used to that role, stepping up and just being a leader that I need to be, finding guys when they're open and just try to create for myself as well.
Todd, you mentioned being a leader. You have a new leader as a head coach this year. I mean, obviously, you know Steven very well from last year as an assistant coach. But how has he been different from his dad, Bruce, as the head guy with your team?
I mean, there's no difference. They both have the same goal, same mindset as coaches. They just want to win and they want the best for their players. Steven, obviously, he's just a different type of person, you know, cooler guy. You know, he's younger, so he can understand us more. We can relate to him more. Just somebody we can just talk to, so I feel like that's better as a coach, just somebody that can understand us more.
Todd, we know you love the fans at Auburn. We know you love playing at Auburn Arena. But your coach, Stephen Pearl, has said a couple times and just said again, seems like you play better away from home. Why do you think that is?
Honestly, I don't know. At this point, it's looking like it too, but hopefully I can just get back to Auburn soon and just show them what I can do too.
Oh, wait, he's styling right now, Dennis. He's got the shades on.
Hey, young fella got flavor. I love it.
Get him an NIL deal with that.
Quick change. It was 5 minutes ago.
Man.
Now, here's what we're going to tell you right now. You're in Vegas, okay? We all know no one goes to sleep, right? You're out there to get the bag, so go back to the room. Stay off the strip with the glasses, right, Dennis?
Stay focused. You got more work to do.
Stay focused. The bag is waiting for you at the end of this tournament.
All right, man. Keep doing what you do.
Don't listen to Tim, though.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Todd, thanks so much for joining us.